Yo, 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 yo. What is going on, everybody? It's your boy Joe Johnson here on the channel. Joe got something to say. It is a beautiful Monday afternoon, April the 8th. Man, oh man, it's a beautiful, beautiful, beautiful day outside. Um, Man, and yesterday was um, yesterday was Resurrection Sunday. It was Resurrection Sunday, man. So I'm excited, man. Yo, what's going on? How are you? Appreciate you hopping in the live. I appreciate you. Make sure you like this video. Let me know where you watching this from. Let me know where you watching this from. We are live. We're gonna do a little reaction to Justin Bieber. Yo, what's up, James? How you feeling, bro? We're gonna do a reaction, man, to this Justin Bieber EP. I'm not gonna play the music, just so I can avoid copyright strikes and all that, man. But I'm gonna just give you all my thoughts. I listened to the record this morning at the gym. Um, Nepal, that's what's up. Boston in the building. Let's go. Hey, yo, we gonna get into this, man, right after this intro. Portugal, let's go. We in the building, baby. Portugal in the building. Let's go. Yo, man, we about to have some fun. Let's go. We'll be right back after this intro. Yeah. Okay. It's my time, no cap. I'm winning and living my life. What's going on, ladies and gentlemen? Once again, my name is Joe Johnson here on the channel. Joe got something to say. I am a Christian hip hop artist based out of Philadelphia, Pennsylvania. Man, just making music for the Lord, glorifying the Lord, and doing this channel to talk about things like culture, man. Pretty much anything current that I feel interested in, I'm gonna share my thoughts on it from a Christian worldview. Just like the title says, man, Justin Bieber dropped a record yesterday. First and foremost, if this is your first time on this channel, please, please, please do me a solid, man. Like this video, click the like on this video, subscribe to the YouTube channel as well. Click the notification bell so that when I go live, you'll be notified when I go live and drop videos. You know what I'm saying? We live right now. Also, do me a solid, man. You can follow me on Instagram. Instagram, that's underscore UNTDLD. It's underscore UNTDLD. I appreciate each and every last one of you all for hopping in this stream, man. Like I said, if you were here for the first time, man, let me know where you are from. Say my family is from Philly and Aliquippa. That's what's up. Aliquippa, that's in New Mexico, I believe, right? If I'm not, correct me if I'm wrong, James. Is Aliquippa in New Mexico? Philly, man. Philly, yo, I was actually born and raised in Chicago, PA. Aliquippa. Where is that? Is that northern PA? Yeah, but I was born and raised in Chicago, man, and my parents moved to Florida for ministry purposes, and then yeah, that's probably another that's definitely another video on how I ended up in all these different places. But yeah, I was born and raised in Chicago. Real quick, the church that we was going to, man, the church in Chicago where I'm from, man, Liberty Temple, Full Gospel. It's the name of my church in Chicago, and it is actually a international ministry. My late great pastor, Apostle Clifford E. Turner, man, he planted a church in the Philippines. He's been to Hong Kong, and he planted churches in different locations throughout the U.S. So We the Chicago is the home base, right? And then we have San Diego. We got a church in San Diego. We got a church in Orlando. We have a church. We have two churches here in Philly. We have a church in Bolingbrook, Illinois. We have another church in Waukegan. So man, we spread out, right? So my parents, was kind of asked to go down to Florida to, facilitate that ministry. So we ended up there. Went back to Chicago in like 2011, for like our huge church family reunion, whatever. And that's where I met my wife, who attended the Philly church, right? So I saw her, and pursued her for like a year until she finally gave in to the game. And the rest is history, man. The rest is history. So yeah, man, I've been living in Philly for like 7 years now. But anyways, man, Justin Bieber, bro, dropped an EP, not an album, an EP, yesterday on Resurrection Sunday, and I saw it late. I was like actually on my way to bed when I saw it, and I was like, "Oh snap, babe! Justin Bieber dropped an EP last night." He was like, oh, "Okay, dope." You know what I'm saying? So this morning, man, I put it in when I was at the gym this morning, and man, I was blown away by what I heard, man. I was blown away by what I heard. I'm gonna try to keep my eye on the chat, see what y'all saying. It's above Pittsburgh. Oh, that's what's up. That's what's up. Oh yeah, that's what's up, bro. Pittsburgh. I got to get up there more often, for real, for real. But yeah, anyways, man, Justin Bieber, man, he dropped an EP yesterday. It's called Freedom. And I listened to it this morning at the gym, and then I listened to it again, and I listened to it again, and I listened to it again, and it is a solid EP. Now, I am going to be the first to tell you that when Justin Bieber hit the scene, like a lot of guys, I was not a fan of Justin Bieber at all. I thought he made music for little girls or whatever. I didn't really start listening and paying attention to Justin Bieber. Do you like it? Do I like the EP? I love the EP. I love it. The EP is amazing. But yeah, man. So when Justin Bieber first hit the scene, I didn't. I wasn't a fan of JB, right? I didn't start listening to JB until he dropped the Purpose album. When he dropped Purpose, I became a fan. I was like, yo, this record right here is dope. You feel me? And then everything from Justin Bieber, I've listened to, man, and I am a fan of JB, but we all know his past, man, the stuff that he experienced, hitting, teenage years, and he was just wilding out, doing a lot of crazy things, but he kind of talked about that in Purpose. He talked about it in Changes, and then like he dropped Justice beginning of this year, which is a fantastic album. I know there's like a lot of mixed reviews about it. But, as of late, Justin Bieber has like really, really been vocal about his faith, man, in Jesus. And I believe he was attending Hillsong at one point, but I don't think he attends that church anymore. There's a lot of things that was going on with Hillsong scandal wise. I might be wrong, but I last time I heard that he doesn't attend that church anymore. He's attending another church, but that's neither here nor there. As long as what I'm saying, he's somewhere where he's being fed. I believe that he's being discipled. I want to say by Judah Smith. If you don't know who Judah Smith is, he is a pastor as well. Forget what church he pastors. But yeah, man, Justin Bieber, man, has been very, very, very vocal about his faith, and it is more and more evident on this EP, which is called Freedom. right? Now, one of the things that I thought was really, really cool about this EP that somebody just pointed out to me before I went live is um, the cover art for the EP. I'm gonna pull it up, try to pull it up, try to share screens. But I was like, yo, I didn't even peep that. Like, that was super, super unique, man, by Justin Bieber to kind of get the message across. Justin Bieber cover art. Mm-mm-mm. Yeah, I can't pull it up. Let me go to his Instagram. John 3:16, the time exactly, like the clock. It said John 3:16. I was like, yo, that's crazy. I was like, that's so dope that he did that. Here we go. All right. Actually, that's not it, but this will do. This will suffice. All right, cool. So yeah, so his cover art, man. It says right here, freedom, right in the notes app at the top, John 3:16, and then you see the battery, right? It's almost dead and it's charging, right? But it's on the charger, and then you got the Wi-Fi symbol right there, kind of like a weak connection. Man, I was like, yo, this is like, the message that he was trying to get across on this EP, especially the cover. Like, I pay attention to like the nuance stuff or whatever. But anyways, man, I want to get into the music. The first track, man, is called Freedom by Justin Bieber featuring Beam. If you don't know who Beam is, you got to go check out Beam. You can find Beam on Instagram at I am Beam, B-I or B-E-A-M. Yep, I am Beam. He's from, I think he's from New York. Who is Beam? I'm sorry. Who is Beam? Awesome, dope artist, man. He's a dope producer. And that song, man, it comes in, it's got Jamaica. Beam is from Jamaica, but I think he lives in NY. I think he lives in Brooklyn, if I'm not mistaken, because he hang out. I know he does a lot of work with Andy Mineo, if I'm not mistaken. But yeah, man, that song has got like a Afro beat type vibe. So dope. And right now, man, like Afro beats is taking over. Afro beats is taking over, and I love it. I absolutely love it. And in this song, man, Freedom, he's pretty much talking about just being free, right? Being free from what people say, being free from what the media is trying to say about you. Just overall, he's expressing so much freedom in the song. And then Bean, man, Bean comes in and his verse is just killed it. His voice, amazing. Just everything about freedom is dope. My favorite song on the EP has to be track number 2, which is All She Wrote, featuring my guy Chandler Moore. When I saw the feature list and I was like, yo, Chandler Moore is on this EP. Chandler Moore, hands down, is one of my favorite gospel artists out today. Man, I was telling my wife this, man. It's not a lot of people in gospel music that like just make me feel the music. And when I listen to Chandler Moore, I feel the music, and I love what him and Maverick City does. And I love Chandler Moore. His voice is amazing. You know what I'm saying? Like, just the raspiness in his voice is so dope, and the vocal inflections that he does is amazing. But pretty much All She Wrote is he's talking about, there's a particular lyric in the song where Justin Bieber's like, I tried to kind of cope with Hennessy, but that wasn't enough. Right, and he goes, was that all she wrote? Like, pretty much this isn't the end. There's so much more to your life than what you see with the natural eye, right? And they're kind of painting a picture of like how God views us, man. God has he's pretty much wrote a book about us, right? But when we feel like we've gotten to the end of the book, God's got another chapter, right? And oh my God, you gotta listen to it, man. All She Wrote. If you have not listened to All She Wrote, we're in this together. Is a dope song as well. Justin Bieber kind of gives us like an inside look at why he was kind of like, wilding out in his teenage years, right? When all that stuff was going down, and he lays it out, man. He's like, yo, I was 2 years old, beating on the drums. I felt like I could do anything that I put my mind to. I just needed to, yeah, man, we're in this together is beautiful. I love it. I love that song, man. I was in the gym like, yo, I'm supposed to be listening to like something hardcore to lift these weights. But we're in this together, man. He's talking about his upbringing, and he says in a song, I was 18 when I got a milli. Like he was 18 when he touched $1 million. Like that's young. He was like, I was 18 when I touched $1 million. I had a mansion. You know what I'm saying? But I was doing all this stuff to make other people like me, and the people that he was trying to make like him, they only liked him because of the money, and that's why he was pretty much doing the things that he was doing. And then he started talking about how the feds raided his mansion, and how stuff was falling down. And it was God, right, that held him together. It was God in the midst of all that. Even though it looked ugly, it was God in the midst of it. And that reminded me of the scripture, man, with the story of Joseph. How Joseph, when Joseph was sold off into slavery, and it's kind of not the same story, but I'm going to get to the point I'm trying to make. I just wanted to paint the picture. But when Joseph went through what he went through, he was sold into slavery by his brothers, right? He ended up going to Potiphar's house, right? Appreciate you, homie. Welcome to the feed. If you in here for the first time, man, give me a like this video. Subscribe to the channel. Consider subscribing. Let me know where you watching this from as well. But yeah, man, so you got Joseph, man, going through everything that he went through. Ends up going to Potiphar's house. He's working at Potiphar's house. Potiphar's wife sets him up. He gets thrown into prison, right? He's in prison. He meets a baker and a butler. They both have dreams. He interprets the dreams for both of them. Those dreams come to pass. One is restored. The other one, we know what happened to him. The one that was restored, Joseph was like, yo, when you get restored, remember me, right? My man, he goes back, gets restored, but he forgets Joseph. But for an appointed time, God is always about timing, right? And Potiphar has a dream. Now Joseph he's needed. He's necessary, right? So my man's like, yo, there's this one guy in the prison that interpreted my dream. It came to pass. I'll get him. Boom. Joseph comes up, interprets the dream. He becomes second. He becomes the most second powerful man in Egypt, next to Potiphar, right? Fast forward, Egypt goes through a famine. His brothers come and they're looking for food. Joseph recognizes them, breaks down, he cries, and he tells his brothers, like, hey, what you, shout out to NY in the building, shout out to New York in the building. But Joseph tells his brothers, what you meant for evil, God turned it around for good. And that's pretty much what we're in this together is about, man. Justin Bieber is like, yo, what the devil meant for evil, God turned it around and he made it good, which is awesome. So hands down, All She Wrote and we're in this together. my two favorite records. And then we go to Where You Go, I Follow, featuring Pink Sweet Sweats, my man Chandler Moore, Judah Smith. Judah Smith at the end, he makes an appearance, and he's pretty much talking about uh, why he is Jesus. Why is there nobody better than Jesus, right? And that's what the song is about, man. You hear Justin Bieber, he's singing and he's saying there's nobody greater than Jesus. And I believe that at the end of this song, actually at the end of We're In This Together, Justin Bieber, he says a prayer, man, which I thought was awesome, man. And he's praying for everybody. He prays, and he's like, everybody that's listening, I pray that they will feel the presence of God like never before, wherever they at. He was like, I pray that they feel the presence of God. And I instantly got chills. I was like, oh my God, man, this record, man, it's amazing. 100 grand. But yeah, man, we transition to Where You Go, I Follow. Him, Chandler Moore, Pink Sweats, man, again, killing it. Justin Bieber is pretty much talking about his relationship with God. You know what I'm saying? I only go where God leads me. Wherever God goes, I'm a follow, because he's that connected with God. And then he transitions to Where Do I Fit In? That's featuring Tori Kelly. Tori Kelly, another great artist. Again, it features Chandler Moore and Judah Smith. And Where Do I Fit In? I really like this too because I was able to relate. I was able to relate to the messaging in this, man. Where do I fit in? Like where do we fit in? You know what I'm saying? And I grew up, being someone that experienced bullying and being picked on, and I didn't really fit in any type of space, right? And this song, man, is like encouraging to those that feel left out, feel kicked to the curb. And I really, really appreciated what Justin Bieber was communicating on this song. And then he ended the EP with Afraid to Say, featuring Lauren Walters. And pretty much he was just addressing like this idea of cancel culture, right? Afraid to say. There's a lot of things that not just him, but people are afraid to say because they're afraid of being canceled by the world. And then he says, this is really profound. He says, do we not have room for maturity? Like, do we not, like, are we that in a place where we can't be mature and just hear each other out and understand what people are trying to say before we write people off? Right? Why do we always have to write people off? And then at the end of the record, again, he kind of encourages the listeners, you know what I'm saying? Don't write people off because God didn't write you off. He was like, the crazy stuff that we've done, right? God didn't write us off. Like all the sins that, we committed, God didn't write us off. So stop writing people off. Extend the same grace that God extended to us, and God has extended so much grace, man. And I feel like this EP was delivered like on a amazing day at one. I mean, it was delivered on Resurrection Sunday, right? As a surprise. Nobody knew it was coming, but he dropped that atom bomb, and man. But I want one thing that I want to point out, man, is I feel like there is a great awakening happening in the world, man. I really truly believe that there is a great awakening happening in the world, and it's a beautiful thing to watch. Just like people surrendering their lives to the Lord, man. I did a video a couple of months ago about the one guy, Bonk or whatever. You know what I'm saying? The guy that was doing like the crazy prank videos, like the crazy prank, like I'm talking like he was doing stupid prank videos. He had all the facial tattoos and all that. I did a video reacting to him sharing his testimony on how he encountered the Holy Spirit and Jesus in jail. Man, and just watching him be brought to tears, like, was amazing, man. And now this dude, like, he's the you can't tell him nothing about Jesus. He's on fire for the Lord, man. He's cleaned himself up. I believe he had went to rehab and he got clean. And now, man, he done went to his old hoods and he's saving like the people he used to ride with, right? You follow him on IG, man, like he always talking about Jesus, right? And he always got somebody with him that used to ride with him that's now serving the Lord. So there's a great awakening, man, that's happening within the world, within the industry. You know what I'm saying? And it's beautiful to watch. It's beautiful to see it happen in mainstream, right? Just imagine the amount of people that's going to ingest this album. You feel what I'm saying? Yes, man. Like, bro, he is on fire. You feel me? He is on fire. But just imagine the amount of people, man, that is gonna listen to this EP, right? Justin Bieber has 169 million followers on Instagram. Now we all understand the IG algorithm is kind of trash, but that's a huge percentage of people that's gonna see the post, go check it out because they already his fans. See how many monthly listeners he got on Spotify, right? It's all about the numbers, man. All Jesus need is somebody that's willing to speak. Justin Bieber has 71 million monthly listeners on Spotify. 71 million listeners on Spotify. So potentially 71 million people will hear Freedom, and they're going to hear songs like, they're going to hear Freedom, they're going to hear All She Wrote, they're going to hear We're in This Together, Where You Go I Follow, Where Do I Fit In, Afraid to Say, right? They're going to hear that, and somewhere along the lines they're going to see themselves in the lyrics that he's saying and what he's saying, man. The Bible says, if I be lifted up, I will draw all men to me, right? And God is just looking for somebody that is yielded, somebody that's open, somebody that's broken. Justin Bieber's been broken. He talked about that on his EP as well. You know what I'm saying? Just about how broken he is, right? All God needs is that person that is open